Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Advanced Wars by Web replay. Small on top left side is the Green Earth Drake. We've got Youngandmold. Small on south bottom right side as Yellow Comet Sami. We've got BloodxKain. This is a 3-base map, 1 airport. Let's see, 1 comm tower here. And I don't think I've ever casted a Sami versus Drake game before. This could be interesting. Sami, of course, has double capture pressure, which can be very nice. And it may not necessarily be able to be interrupted by Drake's power and superpower, so he's got to be very calculus when it comes to that sort of thing. He has gone for an early recon. Sami's just going for infantry. Sami, of course, does lose firepower on all other units of foot soldiers by 10%, which is not too terrible, but does get +1 range for her transports. She's comm tower rush, which if she's able to secure both comm towers, even though she will have -10% firepower on ground vehicles, they will still, with both comm towers, they'll be +10% total. And Drake's ground units are completely and utterly ordinary. So if she's able to secure both comm towers, that'd be great. Recon spots the infantry on the comm tower. Sami, let's see, 7,000 funds. Probably not a good idea to go for a tank. She does get +1 movement range for Black Boat. Don't know if that'll make a big difference. There are rivers here to help limit movement. She does go for artillery piece down south, so she may want to try to squeeze an artillery piece to go up here, or double infantry units there. Let's go for another infantry and recon. She should try committing something to keep that comm tower secure. She has 8,000 income, 1,000 banks, has 9,000 next turn, so she could go for a tank and double infantry, help protect the comm tower. We have now tank, infantry. Got a number of infantry units pushing way forward, and she does have artillery piece there, so putting perhaps 1,000 force to keep that comm tower secure is one method. There's also a decent number of this is a beach, which is traversable. This is a river, and this is deep sea. It's really this color scheme is not that great. It's supposed to be like a Days of Ruin color scheme, but I think the beaches are blended in a little bit too much. It's too easy to notice the difference between shores and beaches versus sea tiles, honestly. Especially when they're away from each other like this. No contrast. Does not interrupt the capture there, remember. Double 50% extra capture speed, so 5 capture sparks for me, so she didn't it wouldn't be no even interrupt. Infantry, and another tank. Black Boat is starting to get a lot of fuel consumed, so you have to use an APC to get it refueled. There's no seaport here for it. It does have both comm towers secured, and this comm tower is not being threatened or protected by either player. Infantry and mech 4 going for a decent number of mechs. Now got an APC there to refuel this Black Boat. Not really a bad idea to go for a APC versus Drake either way, since he can just drain the fuel of these units. Tank, and commits base skip. Does get the Black Boat resupplied there. T-copter, infantry, and another mech. So we got a 3rd transport. So we got the 3 different transports for Sami. That's the maximum different transports you can get on this map. No seaport to pull out a lantern to make a 4th one. Or a cruiser or carrier to go along with 5 and 6. Does enter the range of the artillery, but does take a shot against the artillery. Sami doesn't have anything to really stop that tank. This tank's a little bit far away at the moment. Trying to capture this comm tower, does get trapped there, spots all Sami's infantry, so the interrupt is likely. Infantry unit can get down to 4, take a shot there, mech can go from the mountain top and fire down upon the infantry unit. And her infantry units right now do have plus 30% firepower, plus both comm towers, so they have plus 50% firepower at the moment. Spots what's in the foresters, then goes up, takes a shot, takes another shot, completely stops the capture. This tank probably pushed too far forward. A 6-off artillery piece with 2 comm towers is still going to put a hole in that tank. Good number of mechs over here as well. Drake has a good number of tank or infantry units to deal with the mechs, but still won't be great for him. The artillery piece decides to fall back there. Battlecopter, infantry, and mech. Sami does need a little bit more down here. Looks like this mech's going to be boosted into the transports and dropped off the front line. This mech does get double tapped, but got another mech in reserve. This mech can take a shot against the unit on from the bridge. Does get trapped there. Takes out those units there. Units out of range for capturing. Another mech ready to load up that black boat. Tank down south. Another mech. Sami's going for a very healthy number of mechs. She currently has 6 versus 0. Drake's now taking shots against that pipe seam. Medium tank infantry. Sami does have enough for a bomber or for a neo tank. We'll not see either this turn. There are a number of units pushing their way forward. Mech infantry. Trying to flip this property. And Sami just has great control up north, which this purpose of the infantry just meant to keep this comm tower secure. Then she can just simply start getting good units over here. Boosted units. Does have an artillery piece in range of comm tower. She is lacking a bit of firepower down south. Drake has great presence down here. Always stops that capture. But now that tank's in range of this mech, which is not good. Medium tank finishes off the pipe seam. Trying to flip some property in the center. That can be interrupted by nearby infantry unit there, which all appears to be out of vision range. I don't know why. It seems like the power charge is turn 13. Usually there's more power charge by now, right? Oh, but either way. Does get a good shot there with the mech. Interrupts the capture. Does have double time available. She doesn't really need it this turn. Double time is a power you should actually keep on the table. Vision motion is nice. It's very, very good. But double time, able to make all your infantry units just go from plus 30 to plus 50% firepower and give them plus move range is actually pretty nice. Situational, but still pretty nice. Mech is a good strike there on that tank. Tank will finish it off. Mech, infantry, and battlecopter. This black boat's starting to run low on fuel again. Drake's black boat has 3 fuel remaining, does consume 1 fuel per turn, so he needs to bring in APC and push way forward. Actually, that may even not be enough time, because next to APC, then it'll be down 2 fuel, then needs to move forward, then be down to... he needs to blow out APC this turn to save the black boat. Mech goes on down. Mech in range of medium tank. Artillery way forward. So it looks like Black Boat is just going to be sunk. Going to be scuttled because at the bottom of the beach. Because they ran out of fuel. Mech is a good strike there. Takes out the recon. Takes out that 1 health infantry unit there. Good shots there. Do have the Typhoon now available. Victory March is almost available. there's the HQ. I have a bit of a pet peeve. Versus Sami, you should try to keep a unit on top of HQ at all times. Even if basic infantry unit there, just spend the victory march to just march over and win the game. And she can start pushing forward with a lot of her infantry units there, trying to eye for a victory march to catch up a lot of properties. Because she will likely get deployed out next turn. Artillery, infantry, mech. 17,000 income versus 19, but we've got 2 comm towers, so I think that's a bit more important than having 2,000 less income. Here comes Drake's Typhoon, making both players pretty blind. Tank infantry, pretty quiet turn. Our infantry units still move at full pace in the rain. Tanks, not so much. Tanks just and ground vehicles effectively have what, half movement speed? Yeah, that still seems like a bit more. It should just get reduced. Let's just leave it at that. Don't know, can't remember the exact amount. Battlecopters hits that medium tank twice or twice with the mech. Did not get a bit of repair there. Huh, I'm sort of surprised the APC didn't get repaired up or refueled from this nearby black belt to start on turn. Oh well. T-Copter needs to start firing when the APC or the black belt get repaired. Or resupplied, I should say. Mech and recon battlecopter. Very close to a victory march. 99,000 versus on the field versus 99,000 on the field. So pretty even in that aspect. There goes the T-Copter. Victory march is now available. This one health infantry unit can still capture property. Sami's turn. Good chance for a victory march this turn. Here comes a victory march. This unit can, say, move all the way to the city and capture it. But let's see. This city can be captured. Yep, looks like this mech can go and capture the city. There's going to be a lot of properties captured this turn. 18,000 income. 19. Oh, decided to take a shot there. This one who has captured that city. Mech is a good shot there. Takes out the anti-air one shot. Captures there. 20,000. Another property captured. Hits that infantry again. Gets a mech on top of the city. Hits that tank twice. Now the city infantry unit there can capture that property. 22. It's the artillery. Needs to interrupt this capture. That should be simple enough. Takes out that unit there. Maybe better. Let's see. Nope, this one can't range the city there. Tank hits the tank. Tank hits tank. Interrupts the capture. It looks like that's going to be all the captures. So, captured a good amount of properties and got a good amount of damage done as well. T-Copter infantry, mech. And black belt does run out of fuel. Instead of 94,000 versus 76. 13,000 funds, so spent oh, wait a second. I was so focused on how many properties she gained, I've got to realize how many properties Drake lost. So he's down to 14,000 income. That's the part where it's starting to get dangerous for Drake. In these maps where there's like supposed to be like a handful of properties, a little bit on the smaller side properties of each, losing one property is quite significant, and now there's a 4 property flip change. That's catastrophic levels of losses. So right now, Drake has a good amount of forces up here. Sami's starting to run a little bit low. And if he always pops Tsunami, just causes more issues to his opponent. It's the battlecopter twice. Mech gets a good shot there, and tank will finish off. And Drake's starting to get disintegrated down south. He has very little down there. Sami goes for a full bomber. So Sam's going to either tech up with her economic advantage. All she needs to do is worry about full health anti-air and a 4 health anti-air, and then the bomber just reigns supreme. Recon infantry and anti-air. Another Typhoon's almost available. So the Black Bolt may want to follow the bomber for a little bit with the change of the superpower. Now we'll get it repaired, but resupply the fuel. Resupplies the fuel and of that battlecopter. Typhoon's now available. Artillery still in range, a couple infantry units there. Battlecopter's getting pretty low on fuel and ammo. Mech does go for another APC. Leaves 10,000 funds at the bank, so she's going to keep her monies up to get something more valuable next turn. Who knows how much she's going to have left over. Calls her forces down to 91,000 versus 71,000. Get some good hits there. Lord just getting damage from various stuff. Put some machine gun around the pipe seam. Anti-air, recon, infantry. Mech hits tank. Mech hits tank. Tank hits tank. Bomber slowly advancing its way forward, but not in supply range of the Black Boat. Artillery, mech, and battlecopter. Hits the tank. Get some good clean up down here. Sami's starting running a little bit low down south when it comes to units. Does have vision of the bomber, so ATR's just got to be in a position to help us strike that bomber. It's top of forest there. ATR, tank, and infantry. 15,000 versus 22 or 21. Does about the tank there. Back finish off the unit there. Infantry unit hits, or battlecraft hits the infantry there. 23 fuel. Strikes his pipe seam, 23 health remaining. Recon, mech, battlecopter, and recon. Here, mech and infantry. Mech is going to strike the recon, knocking it out. Lots of hits there on that anti-air. Artillery strikes the recon. Goes for another mech. Decouples down to 17 fuel. Mech. Was around 5 seam, 1% HP remaining, so even a infantry unit can take that out, or maybe to say this recon. Hits a mech, trying to capture it up. It sees a mech there, takes it out with the ATR. And with the amount of mechs on the field, ATRs are probably a perfectly fine option, not to mention they also have all the air units that are flying about. So the ATR heavy composition right now from Drake is a good call. Victory March is available. He did end a tank on his HQ at the end of the turn, which is very important in my opinion. Victory March is soon to be available. It's the recon or artillery there. Probably be a good idea to start charting forward infantry units there, just to eye them to get on top of properties. After all, can't stop all the wounded infantry units there from capturing up the property. Not to mention as well, look at this. Sami only needs 4 properties before she wins a property victory. Mech, tank, and battlecopter. Though that's actually maybe a little bit more difficult. Actually, no, that's possible down here. There's 4 properties here she could claim to win the game as well. Though this mech will be out of range. No, could probably reach this city there. This one won't be able to reach this city. Just things that she could keep in mind. Either way, capturing a whole bunch of properties even more so would definitely hurt Drake's economy even further. Double hits that mech, takes out the infantry unit there as well. Allowing another or quite a bit of capture opportunity. This could be a good time for a victory march. Captures will not be great. Firepower bonuses would be great, but be able to knock out both these anti-airs. Oh, just a double time. Decides to skip out a little bit, which is not a bad idea. Hits the anti-air twice. Hits the anti-air once. Mech tank. Mech here again, the teacup next turn. Double mech again inside the black boat, or mech in the black boat, mech into the APC. Pops the superpower to damage everything. Sami has 109. Drake has right now 53, so Drake's not doing all too well at the moment. Try and flip some properties. Sami's halfway to her victory march. Black boat definitely needs to repair up the bomber again. Has this bomber even got a single kill so far this game? No, Drake's been going for a good number of anti-airs, that's for sure. Anti-airs, of course, good versus mech and bombers. Battlecopter, or yep, battlecopter and triple mech. No anti-air to stop this battlecopter. It's a bit of a problem right now with Sami. You see that battlecopter there, picks off some wounded infantry units there. Sami's turn, 123,000 for 72. It's that recon. It's the recon. Does not take out the anti-air. Interrupts that capture and slowly stops it, taking out the anti-air. Bomber has been resupplied, not rehealed. Bomber's gonna take a shot against that tank there, giving her tank more free reign, sacking the bomber for the tank. In this situation, it's probably perfectly fine. The bomber has not been doing much this entire game. This tank will have a bit more presence, so could get shot by the mech if the recon gets knocked out. Victory March is now available. This mech, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. This mech is in range of the HQ. But there's also another more possibilities of 1, 2. Yep, that'd be 2. This would be 3. I can see 3 captures right now. There's 4 captures. There's 4 captures range. There is a possible win condition for Sami, capturing this property and these 3 here. But this one could be a little bit difficult, since not a lot of fire supports nearby to take out the anti-air. She may be trying to push forward and prep for the victory march. She's going for it. Anti-air, take out the battlecopter. Capture those properties. Knock off HQ capture. I still don't see. She's probably gonna get herself trapped there. That does get at least a good shot there. Hits the anti-air there. Howdy. Sorry, I just got a little bit focused on the possible victory march victory. Recon, battlecopter, and mech. 24 out of 25 properties. 12,000 income versus 24,000 income. This is not looking good for Drake. Yeah, he decides to hit the resign button because it was not looking good for him. This Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.